Working on the Milford Road is not like any other roading contract in the country. It has a lot of risks. It is remote, it is difficult, you've got to live it, and you've got to have a team that's prepared to get stuck in and do the job. Fiordland is a place that doesn't take prisoners, and it is a place you have to be very careful working in. But it's a pretty cool place, and it is exciting.
Anau base, 99 inside the east gate, beacons on avalanche hazard low. We need to go up early every day to assess avalanche hazard or any avalanche activity. Leave town as early as 6 o'clock, do a road check along the way. Looking for anything from ice to tree fall, rocks. If we do see anything, the road maintenance come along with a plow, a grit truck, chainsaw if it's a tree. If there's a big rock in the road, it might take the loader. When there's bigger weather events, all that stuff gets amplified a little more.
A big part of what we do is the avalanche control program. In the early 1980s, a tragedy struck the road crew and one of the team was killed in an avalanche near the tunnel. From that time, efforts were put in to create a program that brought together people and skills and technology to keep the road open and to keep our road crew safe.
Being at the southern end of the South Island in Fiordland, which is basically putting it out right on the edge of the Southern Ocean, one of the most volatile bodies of water and one of the more volatile meteorological or climatological zones in the world. We get a whole bunch of precipitation. We get big fluctuations in weather. And as you can see looking around, put that all in a place like Fiordland and this highway, and the scale is massive here.
Fiordland is a pretty special place for an awful lot of New Zealanders. It's coming on 140 years of tourism to Milford Sound now. For tourists, you know, they consider it like the 8th wonder of the world. It's a really cool thing to be part of. No matter where you go, you can say you're from the Milford Road and people know what that means.
Fiordland, it's a really harsh environment. It's extremely wet, and in the wintertime it's extremely snowy. That gives the gear a really hard time. The most difficult part of this job is the remote location. We try to carry enough parts that we can jury rig something to keep it going. Sometimes we've even been known to rob parts off other vehicles that aren't at a critical job to keep other ones going. We also do a lot of manufacturing for the avalanche program and for the radio techs, because a lot of the componentry they're using isn't exactly what it's designed for, so we have to alter it to fit an alpine environment.
We do sort of rely on each other for different parts of our jobs. A lot of work we have to cooperate with the wider team. What we do is really important to things like the radio network. We don't have cell phone reception here. It's very hard to know what is going on without the technology we have, especially with the weather for the avalanche program.
The avalanche techs utilise that data in making their calls on whether to keep the road open or not. Maintaining those weather stations, providing accurate data is a critical component for that.
We rely on all the other parts of the Milford Road Alliance team. That's the road maintenance crew, it's Southern Lakes helicopters, it's the ITS team, it's everyone from the front desk person who orders us our mechanical pencils to the plow truck drivers, making sure the road's clear so we can even get up here in the first place. This really good ecosystem of people working together, everything's integral.
The terrain we have along the Milford Road is fairly unique in the world. We are in the top 5 high-risk avalanche programs in the world. It's because of the very big U-shaped valleys and the plunging avalanches we have. Many of the avalanches plunge 500 to 1,000 metres to road level. And that sort of stuff doesn't happen a lot of places. It creates big avalanches. So there is passive control, which is signage, no stopping, just preventing people getting involved in an avalanche. As the risk increases, we'll intervene. We have to close the road, and it may mean we have active control.
We use helicopters and explosives to trigger avalanches. That's our active control.
Okay, snow going right in the middle, just below the rock cliff.
There's a lot of inherent risk in each one of those activities, and then you combine them together, and at face value that sounds very dangerous.
I'm happy here. Okay, putting first loader on. Second loader standing by. You happy? Yep. Okay, loader, hold. Nudge. And hover. Out the door.
We get that question, oh, you guys throw the bombs out of the helicopter. And it is cool, but we have an absolutely codified system here. There's no gray area with how we deal with explosives. It's one of those things that we take incredibly seriously.
Some days can be clear blue sky, but some days can be very flat light, cloudy, snowy, rainy. That makes it a bit more trying.
I'm just going to put my radar down, boys, so it will beep at us a bit. Brad, one of your big jobs is to make sure that we can always see back out. Yep, roger that.
If we can't get the active control done, the road stays closed and the businesses suffer.
Okay, charge out.
So yeah, we've got to try and get it open. But number one, it always comes back to safety, and if we're not happy, we go back tomorrow. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool work. You get some good ones going, it's very impressive.
Yeah, there's definitely an understanding that, you know, where we've got to now is on the back of an awful lot of people adding to the Milford Road programs over a long, long time. And some of those people, you know, paid for it with their lives.
I find it highly rewarding, particularly around the road and the crews. You get a lot of satisfaction in keeping the road open and being challenged by the conditions you get. It is a good team. They know what they're doing, they understand the risks and the environment they're in. No, they're a good bunch.
This road gives people a chance to see the amazing features of this park. And there's so much history and so much beauty along it. I can't imagine not having it around.
Yeah, it is a very special road. It's pretty unique to New Zealand. Obviously a lot of people travel it in a day, not so much at the moment, but that'll come back again one day.
People travel all over the world to come here, and we get paid to come here every day.
So it's pretty awesome.
The trip in there, in my opinion, is by far and away the best bit. The better we can make it, the better their experience, and the more people will keep coming.
Must be good, first time people going up there, must be amazing. I think, to be fair, we probably all take it for granted, and we probably shouldn't.
Never get tired of working on the road. It's a beautiful place.
It's something, yeah, we're quite proud to be a part of.
Anyone who leaves here always goes away with it being a special part of their lives. I definitely feel a strong connection. It will be hard for me to go. I'll feel that pain, but everyone says their time when their time's up. Yep. Mm-hmm.